I believe religion is heading in the same direction as smoking. In the 50s, smoking was promoted as being good for you. In fact, you can still find on the internet pages of old magazines that show doctors recommending smoking. With religion, there once was a time where it was accepted as good and without any dissent. Same with smoking, but in the early 70s, science had gathered the knowledge to demonstrate, and without doubt, that smoking is deadly. However, the powerful and the establishment as a whole conspired to hold back this knowledge from people who could thus not make an informed decision. The tobacco industry spent billions just to murky the waters and make it look like there was no consensus in science about the way smoking kills people. Religion is going through a similar phase now. Dissent has grown over the last couple of decades. More and more questions are asked of religions, and they cannot provide satisfactory answers. The main religions are struggling with challenges to their moral claims which simply do not make sense, but also with historical facts such as the Great Flood and Noah's Ark in the Bible that now has been scientifically proved as nonsense. So more and more people feel free to come out and say that they do not believe in religious claims. However, the process of eliminating religion is slow, very, very slow, because of the power held by religious people. They actually run government, so it is hard to enforce the separation of church and state. If there could be a system of verifying religion just based on facts, religion would disappear overnight. There are groups of people, cultures, areas, even entire countries where a reduction in smoking has been slower than anywhere else. For example, the rate of smoking in China has decreased at a much lower rate than in Western nations. And that's because the process of educating the Chinese people about the dangers of smoking is being slowed down by the corrupt power of those who make money from it. The same applies with religion in many areas of the world, including the United States, where so many mega churches are making zillions from so many indoctrinated robots. Wherever there is a strong religious culture, such as in America or in Indonesia, the brainwashing of children starts very early, and by the time they are 5, their brain bypass is almost fully completed. Of course, it is God. Who else could it be? And with the reinforcement of a biased school system, the indoctrination continues, giving the individual virtually no hope of getting out of their religious bog. The analogy between religion and smoking would not be complete without looking at those who know that smoking is not good for them but cannot stop. It is exactly the same with religion. There are millions around the world who do not really believe in their religion, but they cannot get out of it. There are individuals who stay in for convenience, for example, because their spouse believes but they don't. So they get dragged to church every Sunday morning without really believing a word of it. They sing because everybody else is singing. They swallow the pretend body of Christ because everybody else does. They just play the game. There are those who are not sufficiently assertive and cannot leave religion because of the rest of the family is religious, and it would cause too many ripples to go against the grain. They just stay put and pretend. It's easier than getting bullied by the rest of the family. There are those, including priests, who do not believe in God but stay because of the financial advantages they receive from staying. If they stop preaching, where will they live? And how will they earn money? Preaching is all they know. Perhaps the most convincing argument for staying in a religion in which you do not believe is the threat of getting killed if you leave. Muslims stand the risk of being killed if they leave their own religion. This must be what they call freedom of choice. So religion is like smoking. It's bad for you, it stinks, but many people are stuck with it. In the future, religion will lose a lot of followers. Just like smokers can now access the truth about smoking, religious followers will eventually stumble over information that makes their religion look really stupid. They will stop believing just like many stopped smoking, and hopefully they will be strong enough to warn others of the dangers, because just like smoking, religion kills.